guys, so the video before it stopped because the storage was full because this phone sucks, but things go wrong with it all the time. It has glitches. It starts messing up right when I need to do something important, and there's a lot of crazy energy like over by the school, the elementary school, and there's different areas in the city where the government buildings and things where these certain frequencies of energy are sent out, and it's really hard to handle. I'm really sensitive, so I can't handle it. I need to be in nature, and they just threw me out of nature and into the city, right? So I'm really not good here, and so when I'm here, I'm not myself because I'm feeling all the energies, because I feel everything. So anyway, we left off with the guy in the red van. He was standing in the outskirts doing magic. He has a red van, and he has surfboards on top of his red van. It's a cherry red van with surfboards on the top, and he has gray hair. And so I started to notice in Waimea and here, whenever I would get attacked, there would be the Pisces people that I knew would be around in the outskirts watching. But they weren't really watching, they were doing magic. So even after I told them that I have a daughter and that they need to help me because my daughter is really special, and she deserves that, you know, and I tried to teach them like I teach everybody, and you know, it's just hurtful that people think that they're going to get somewhere this way, or they're being bullied into it, like just they can't stand up for themselves and stand in their power. But anyway, the wind's blowing really hard, so this girl beat me up in the shower. I grabbed my stuff really fast, said I was going to call the cops, but then realized I couldn't call the cops because they would probably arrest me, because I was in a really, you know, I was in a really freaked out energy because somebody just attacked me when I tried to take a shower, and I hadn't taken a shower in like a week, you know, or I don't even know how long, because I get attacked every day. And because of my lack of sleep and food and routine, and me knowing that when I go out of any trees that I'm gonna have to deal with this, has just made me not remember if I already told you something or whatever, because I'm just trying to tell you everything I can in the short time I have, because my phone's gonna run down and I want to get at least these 2 videos out. So I walked all the way back to Lihui from Kalapaki Beach by the Marriott, where I got arrested, and I calmed down on the walk back. I drank a coffee and decided to make these videos so I could tell you what happened. But I'm gonna go to sleep now. I'm gonna try to rest, even though I don't have a blanket, and I have nowhere to get a blanket because they don't want me to have a blanket, they don't want me to have clothes, they don't want me to have shoes. After I was rescued, well, I wasn't really rescued from, I found out later I wasn't really rescued from Calvin's house. Like, it's not Calvin's house anyway, actually. That whole valley belongs to God and God's people who are going to take care of it. And the Robinsons are this mysterious group of people that when I first got here, a lot of the locals and Hawaiians would talk about the Robinsons and talk about them in a really high regard. But now I realize those people that were talking about them in a high regard brought it up in conversation on purpose, and they actually worked for the quote-unquote Robinsons. Now, the Robinsons supposedly own a lot of this land in Kauai and on Niihau, which is the little island off of Kauai that you can see when you are in Waimea and Kekaha, which is to the west of Waimea, and that's where the military base is. So God told me to stay on the west side, and I listen to God, you know. And sometimes I don't, and when I don't, you know, I have to learn my lesson. So because God's work's not always easy. I don't want to do what God's telling me half the time because it's not easy. I don't want to come and be in this shape and tell you guys this because I just don't. But I do it for my daughter. I do it because it's the only thing that's going to save my daughter, and I know it, and God knows it. So I have no pride or ego. I just do what I have to do to get through the day to make sure that I get my daughter back, and God leads that. And so I'm blessed. I'm blessed that I listen to God, and I'm blessed that I stay happy even though this is happening. So anyway, what I did notice is if I can stay calm and meditate in nature long enough, I can stop not only these people from abusing me and stop the system in general that's creating this darkness. I can clear the beach off with my energy. If I'm out on that sandbar where the vortex is in Waimea, the park, Lucy Wright Park, and then there's where the ocean meets the river, and the river goes up into Makaweli Valley and comes out and meets the ocean, and it's called Rivermouth. And at Rivermouth, the ocean is meeting the river. There's a vortex there, and if you're a spiritual person and you meditate on the vortex, you literally have a lot of powers. Okay, and that's why anytime I cross the river way that to go over onto this little island where there's a real strong vortex current where the two are meeting, no one can touch me out there, right? But it's sunny and it's hot, and also I need food and stuff and water, so I have to come back. And when I do, there's always hell to pay, believe me. I mean, I don't mind getting cussed out and all that. That's okay. I've been cussed out by them, by 20 people at the same time, and I'll stand in it, and I'll start singing and being happy. But the part I can't handle is these people can actually hit me if I'm low, and so I have to stay hidden when I'm low so that they don't get me. When I fall asleep, my guard is down and they can harass me and steal from me. Anyway, the point is that I got beat up again today by a girl I have a picture of. I started taking pictures of these people on the bus. They would all get on the bus and say things about my kids. They would use their names, Joshua, Astara, and then they would do these really, really mean things that bothered me, that I was already sensitive about. But there would be so many of them, and I would get attacked with the energy, and it would be so much to handle, that by the time I got to where I needed to go, which I only took the bus sometimes to come to this city if I had to go to Walmart, because that's how I got my money, through PayPal. I don't know. I'm not feeling very good, guys. I'm really not. And I know you understand. I gotta rest. But bottom line is it happens to me all day long. Unless, like I said, I'm hidden in a tree. Literally in a tree. Like if you see this area, it's the tiniest little spot. I had to push through these things here to get in here. That's the only time I can make a video, and then they make the wind blow because they won't come in here, and they won't go onto Rivermouth. They won't go onto the vortexes because the vortexes won't let them in.